money.
My
The label selling the food.
No matter if the journey is not perfect, but it is still worth it. Hi,
I'm Lily.
I'm Belle.
Welcome back to Anchill Media. We hope you guys are ready to dive into I Wanna Be Sup'tar. One of the big things is that it's a romantic comedy, and we've often had actors tell us that some of the hardest roles that they've done is usually comedy series. We actually attended the Changeverse lineup, and it had been mentioned that despite how funny the series is, there was also a lot of crying involved as well. Can you talk about some of the challenges that were involved in filming a comedic series?
ค่ะความยากง่ายของตัวหนูในซีรีส์เรื่องนี้ก็คือมันมีการปรับอารมณ์แบบเยอะมากๆค่ะแบบว่าเหมือนเราต้องแสดงเข้าคู่กับหลายคนแล้วอารมณ์ที่ส่งให้แต่ละคนมันจะไม่เหมือนกันเลยแล้วด้วยความที่คาแรคเตอร์หนูเป็นคนที่นิ่งแล้วก็สื่อสารทางสายตาซะส่วนมากค่ะไม่ค่อยพูดอันนี้ก็จะเป็นส่วนที่ยาก
ของเมลเล่ค่ะของเมลเล่ก็จากที่บอกเลยค่ะคือคอมเมดี้เนี่ยเล่นยากมากๆอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแล้วตัวละครหนูเนี่ยต้องเล่นคอมเมดี้เกือบทุกๆซีนเลยแล้วก็ต้องใช้พลังงานแบบเยอะมากแล้วก็ต้องเท่ากันในทุกๆซีนแล้วพลังงานที่ใช้เนี่ยมันมากกว่าตัวคนปกติด้วยอะไรเงี้ยมันเหมือนคูณร้อยอะไรเงี้ยก็เลยรู้สึกว่ายากมากๆที่จะทำให้ได้ทุกซีนเลยค่ะ
Yeah,
yeah
it's so interesting because yeah, like for Lily's character, you had to stay very straight-faced for so much
Yeah.
of it and against ballet constantly screaming, just acting cute. Yeah, I can I can see the challenges there.
I feel like you guys had opposite ends of the spectrum. So it's like there's a lot of like body language and eye acting for Wynn's character, right? And then I feel like ballet. I have wondered how often you needed to nap.
oh my God always but I can't nap because if I nap, I don't have energy to sleep.
It's just a
Yeah,
cycle.
I
Oh
can't nap.
man. Well, about this series, it kind of focuses on Wanna, who's a girl who is determined to chase her dreams no matter what. Do you have any advice that you would give to anyone who's chasing their dreams right now?
ก็อยากบอกว่าเออการเดินตามหาความฝันเนี่ยมันมันยากมากๆเพราะว่าคือเราก็จะไม่มั่นใจในตัวเองด้วยว่ามันจะสำเร็จไหมอะไรอย่างนี้แต่อยากให้ทุกคนทำในสิ่งที่ตัวเองรักแล้วก็สนุกไปกับมันแล้วก็อย่าเพิ่งยอมแพ้เพราะว่าสักวันหนึ่งเนี่ยสิ่งที่เรากล้าแล้วก็เราสู้เนี่ยมันจะเป็นจริงแน่นอน and no matter if the journey is not perfect but it is still worth it
Yeah, you never know unless you give it your all and try. And then Lily, do you have any advice?
ก็แค่รู้สึกว่าอย่าทิ้งความฝันตัวเองอะค่ะให้ลองพยายามไปเรื่อยๆพยายามไปทุกทางก่อนแบบต่อให้รู้ว่ามันจะไปสุดได้แค่ไหนอะเราลองพยายามเพิ่มอีกสักนิดนึงอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
Just keep swimming. All right. And then we also see Wanung doing everything in her power to chase fame, while Win is just doing her best to live a peaceful life away from her fame. After filming the series, which would you say is harder, chasing fame or protecting your peace?
หนูว่ายากทั้งสองแบบค่ะด้วยความที่โอเคถ้าสมมติวันหนึงเราอยากมีชื่อเสียงขึ้นมาเราก็ต้องหาทางทุกอย่างเพื่อที่จะแบบว่าเอาตัวเองไปอยู่ตรงนั้นให้ได้แต่พอวันหนึ่งที่เรามีชื่อเสียงแล้วเราไม่ได้อยากที่จะแบบให้ใครรู้จักแล้วอะแต่ว่าพอถึงจุดนั้นนะทุกคนรู้จักเราไปแล้วอะค่ะมันก็จะไม่ค่อยมีความสงบสุขอะไรอย่างเงี้ยใช่ทุกคนก็ยังจำเราได้อยู่ดี
True. True.
Yeah, I could see that. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like I want to ask you, ballet, but I feel like your answer is same.
Same.
Yeah, same as her.
Oh, that's so funny. Today's game is called House Rules Are Meant to Be Broken. If you've been keeping up with Lily and Belle's series, you will know that Lily's character, Win, does her best to set some strict house rules. But Belle's character, Wanung, is very quick to break them.
For our game, we will list out different house rules, and Lily and Belle will be tasked to share if they think the other can stick to the rule or end up breaking it.
All right, the first one. The kitchen and living room have been divided in half. Can your partners stay in their half of the space?
I think my partner can.
I mean, they can't.
It's the same as the series.
Exactly the same. I love that.
For the record, we are our characters.
Yeah.
All right, so our next question, no sharing food from the fridge. Will your partner end up stealing your food?
But they will stealing the food.
Of course. Of course, I love food. I think Lily won't do it.
Unless there's matcha.
Yeah. Avocado, chicken, egg, something like that.
Ah, okay, so there's select foods Lily would take.
Okay, no loud noises are allowed after bedtime. Can your partner stay quiet?
Yeah.
Both.
Are you guys both like night owls?
Yeah, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Watch a movie, listen
Chit-chat.
music. Yeah.
I feel like I'm learning that you guys are just like you are in the series.
All right, deviating from the rules set in the series, trash must be taken out when it's full. Will your partner do that, or will they try to shove the trash down and pretend that there's still space for more trash?
Both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one's taking out the trash.
I think we help each other.
Yeah.
That one you would work together.
You guys are so funny. Okay, no borrowing each other's things without permission. Will your partner be able to follow that rule, or do you think they would borrow things like sneak a spray of perfume?
Of course.
Behind that.
Because I know you're gonna say, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm
So I first.
Valerie, you're just confessing.
What would you guys want to borrow from each other?
Ooh.
I think clothes, shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clothes. Money.
My-
That's very real. All right, well, we are moving to our last segment in our interview for today, and this is our reverse Q&A. So we have been asking you guys questions all of this time, and now is your turn. You can ask us any questions you might have, or you can pose some questions for fans.
อยากจะถามว่าชอบซีรีส์ I Wanna Be Sup'tar ไหมคะ
แน่นอน
เราชอบตอนไหนแล้วก็ซีนไหนคะ
Okay, for me, I actually really love the scene that just happened in the last episode where Win finally gave some time to Wanung to teach her how to act, right? Because it made me think a couple of things. One, it was cute how your guys' characters came together. But two, I thought that it was one of those situations where sometimes someone has the ability to follow their dream and be who they're meant to be, but they just need one person to believe in them. And so it made me feel just happy that Wanung has stumbled across someone in her life that can like help her become who she wants to be. So I liked that. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, and then for me, my favorite scene so far has actually been when Win used Wanung to get her ex to back off and didn't tell Wanung. And so, like, just watching Belle's facial expression as she was like confused, figured it out, and immediately had to go and play along, like that like just watching your face like go through all of those emotions and thoughts it was a really good scene because then it also showed like this level of scheming that I don't think we expected from Win, considering she didn't tell Wanung what was going on. So I really enjoyed that scene.
Thank you.
Can I add one more? Because I think that this series is a comedy series and it's genuinely really funny. And I really loved when Win was thinking that her house was haunted because she didn't know that anyone else was living there and going around with the monk to like spray water
Oh
everywhere. That scene was so funny.
I like that scene too.
Yeah.
my God, the
Uh,
water.
it was
Were
so
you
funny.
okay after that bed scene?
No.
Sadhu.
My knees get really hurt.
Oh.
I have to do like this 10 times.
You did great. I would have never known.
Yeah, no one knows.
That's so funny.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. To anyone who has not started watching I Wanna Be Sup'tar yet, you can catch it on YouTube on Change 2561's channel. And if you are not already subscribed to Anchill Media, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And also be sure to like and leave a comment, letting everyone know what your favorite scenes have been so far in this series as well. And on that note, Lilly and Belle, we hope to have you on our show again with your next series. And for everyone else, we will see you again soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.